How's it going, everyone? Got a little bit to talk about in this video with the PlayStation Plus titles for the month of March rolling out. This is the PlayStation Plus Extra, as well as premium titles rolling out for the month of March. An upcoming game now confirmed for PlayStation 5. It's a game from the game makers who did Haven as well as Fury, two games that I thought were really well done, especially Haven. That's a game that I've talked up quite a lot, so we'll talk that at the end of this video. But right off the bat, do want to note that the PlayStation Plus Extra titles for the month of March are rolling out. You also do have the premium titles. You've got EA Sports UFC 5, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, which I think is a great addition, and I would highly recommend you guys to check out. I've been very vocal about the promotion of this game, but I've also talked about how much I did end up liking this game. It's not the Sands of Time remake that I think a lot of people were waiting for. It's a Metroidvania Prince of Persia title, and it's fairly well done. As a Metroidvania, I think it's a really solid game. The only issue is it came out at $50, and you know, for a Metroidvania, that's just gonna be a little bit of a hard sell. I get it, Metroid Dread does exist, but Metroid Dread is Metroid, like the different ball game. Prince of Persia ain't no Metroid, and Prince of Persia just as an IP, and especially, could you imagine if Metroid Dread was revealed in the way that Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown was revealed? Like, it would have still done alright, it would have still done really good, but just imagine, like, that would have been cooked. Nevertheless, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is a game that I definitely recommend you guys to check out. Captain Tsubasa: Rise of New Champions. You've got Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation Code Fairy, Arcade Paradise, Bang On Balls Chronicles, You Suck at Parking, Siberia, The World Before, and then on PlayStation Plus Premium, you do have the VR version of Arcade Paradise VR. Armored Core is getting at it as well with Armored Core Project Phantasma and Armored Core Master of Arena. I saw a lot of people actually point out, why don't they just figure out a deal with From Software and get Armored Core 6 added as well? Like, yeah, that would be the kind of game being like, okay, that's a great addition for PlayStation Plus Extra. Is EA Sports UFC 5 a great addition? Is Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown a nice addition? Sure, but are they, like, selling games for Plus Extra? Probably not. Armored Core 6 would be if you could figure out a deal with From Software, but maybe that's easier said than done. But, you know, they got the older Armored Core titles for Plus Premium. If you do want to check those out, you can. It's a serviceable update. Again, my expectations out of Plus Extra have really hit the gutter, so I don't have the expectation levels that I had when the service initially kicked off, and we were getting a great month after great month. And obviously some of that is a little bit skewed because a lot of the games getting added were like Square Enix games and JRPGs, and that's like right up my alley. I get that. But I just feel, you look at every month, the games leaving the service versus the games getting added to the service. The games leaving the service, generally speaking, outweigh the games being added to the service. And I think you saw that again with the game catalog update for the month of March. But still some decent titles to check out. Definitely would recommend Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. And you can always have some fun with the EA UFC games, but you know, I was a big fan of the UFC Undisputed games and the PlayStation 3 on the PlayStation 3, and that era of UFC was honestly, in my opinion, better than the current era. Like, there's a lot of good guys that are fighting now, but I just feel like that era with like Rampage, Forrest Griffin, Rashad Evans, all those guys, I just feel like it was more exciting back then, but I'm not here to get into a diatribe about that. Nevertheless, there's certainly some fun to be had with UFC 5, but the gameplay just doesn't click with me like, again, the old Undisputed games did. I feel like the UFC Undisputed games were made by, like, actual fans, where the UFC 5 games, it's just not my cup of tea, let's just put it that way. But it is what it is. You could still have some fun with it. But yeah, decent little update here. Hopefully the month of April will be a bit better, because I think Plus has left a lot to be desired for quite a while. But moving on from that, I do also want to note that Cairn, a game from the game makers, has been confirmed for PlayStation 5. There is a demo available on PC. It's only on PC. I don't think it'll get a PlayStation 5 release, but this game looks fantastic, at least from a premise standpoint and a stylization standpoint. I think it looks great. Reach a summit never climbed before in the survival climber from the creators of Fury and Haven. Climb anywhere and plan your route carefully, managing resources to survive the unforgiving Mount Kami. Discover what Ava is willing to sacrifice to achieve the ascent of a lifetime. Cairn's realistic simulation allows intuitive climbing, finding the best holds, and pacing using your hands and feet seamlessly with simple controls. Adapt your posture, effort, and balance. If you're not careful, you will fall. The ascent of a lifetime. As a pro climber, Ava, you embark on the ascent of Mount Kami, a summit that has never been reached. Along the journey, you meet unexpected companions and hear from those left on the ground. Discover the mountain's history and decide what Ava is willing to sacrifice to achieve her dream. Open your own route. You are free to climb anywhere. Explore the mountain, read the rock face from the ground, and plan your route carefully. Reach the top. Solve problems while on the way to navigate difficult selections. You can climb on anything, so choose your path wisely. Climbing is a fight. Climbing is challenging. Each wall feels like a boss fight, a thrilling challenge for those eager to test themselves, but you can also adjust the difficulty to customize your experience. Survive the deadly mountain. Manage your resources to survive during the long ascent. Chalk, finger tape, but also food, water, and medicine. Explore the mountain to find resources and to reach the summit. And it's, again, coming from the award-winning indie team, an unforgettable experience from the makers of Fury and Haven, with music and sound designed by the team behind Limbo, Inside Control, and Cocoon, and art and story by renowned comic book artist Mathieu Bablé. This is a game that I think you should have on your radar. It's scheduled to come out later in 2025. Not going to be a huge release. The climbing aspect is really, to me, reminiscent of something like Shadow of the Colossus from a mechanics standpoint, how that game was structured with some of the fights, but yeah, we'll see how the game turns out. Like the art style, I think it's got a lot of vibrance to it, and from a style standpoint and premise standpoint, it's a lot different than a lot of the other games that are coming out, and it's been confirmed for PC for quite a while, but nice to see it get confirmed for PlayStation 5 as well. And the game makers, again, have done Fury and Haven, and those games are both not like perfect. Haven has its issues. Fury has its issues with its difficulty spikes, but they're games that you could see that the studio poured a lot of heart into it. Like, they have a soul, and I feel like in 2025, a lot of games come out soulless. With the game makers' titles in Fury and Haven, I really felt like they had a heart and a soul to them, and they had that level of authenticity, if it makes sense. But we'll see how Cairn turns out. Again, it's scheduled for a release later in 25. But that is going to do it for me. Again, PlayStation Plus has gotten its March update rolling out right now. I would definitely recommend Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. I guess you can have some fun with UFC 5, Captain Tsubasa if you're into the anime. There's Gundam Operation Fairy, Code Fairy, Arcade Paradise, Bang On Balls Chronicles. I know people have been waiting for that. You Suck at Barking, Siberia the World Before if you want something narrative driven, and some stuff on Plus Premium. Again, we need, or ideally, it would be great to get a bit of a quality improvement on Extra. I say we need, and yeah, I would like it, but Sony doesn't need to do anything at this point. They're honestly on autopilot, and they can remain on autopilot for a long time unless they have, until they have legit competition. But that's gonna do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.